My name is Scott Langrock. Today we'll be demonstrating some of the screening actions that you can incorporate into your practice. And with our high school guys, we do some sort of screening, either one or two actions of the screening or defending the screening every single day in our practices. So we'll just start 2-on-0 screening, and we'll talk about the verbiage, the terminology that we like to use so you can translate that to your athletes. And then we do a shooting drill out of it. So it just kind of incorporates a lot of different things. And the one thing that we do with our screening stuff is we really want kids to focus on reading the defender. And so the 2-on-0, you might not be able to see that, but once we get to 2-on-2 with the defender, you'll be able to see these guys read the defender and then make the appropriate action. Okay, so first of all, we got a couple juniors here with Brady Schultz, Sam Christensen, and we got a couple seniors with Peyton Marquardt and Blair Slaughter here today. They'll be demonstrating all our drills for the screening action. So all we're doing right now is we're just going to work on pin screens away. Okay, a lot of people will say away screen if the ball is where Blair is right now. Okay, Brady would come over here and make a pin screen. Okay, throw that ball over there. Sam obviously then is setting up his guy, making him get turned, and then he's coming off the pin screen, okay? And we call it a pin screen because we're pinning the defender against the sideline of the floor or the baseline of the floor. We're pinning them in a corner so we get to utilize the whole 3/4 of the court, okay? So that's why we call that a pin screen. And again, we start from our motion spots, keep our spacing nice and wide. Okay, so Brady's just going to go right into a pin screen. Go ahead, Brady. Okay, and Sam comes off it. Now, Sam's got two choices. Sam's got two choices. I'm going to curl this hard to the basket and get a layup. Okay, or he's going to pop. Okay, if I go underneath that screen as a defender, Sam can pop and just get an elbow shot or make the next basketball action from there. So all we're doing, Brady then is going to set this pin screen. Boom. You're curling. And then Brady's going to shape, and he's going to get the ball, and he's going to shoot from right here. Okay, so after he screens, a lot of times we have kids that just stand there. What we really want to focus on is the screener a lot of times will get the shot. So he's going to say pin screen, go pin, 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 shape, shape, shape. Okay, so he's got to make the read right now. Sam's going to go ahead, curl. He's going to get the layup from the bottom passer over there. Brady comes up and shoots the jumper. Now, Brady's a post player, so he's probably not comfortable taking the three-point shot, and that's okay. He can come off of this, shape, and he can come into the elbow, get a 15-foot shot if he wants. Okay, but what we really want to focus on is Sam coming hard, going to the rim, and then the screener getting 6, 8, 10 feet off of the screen to get the defense moving again. Okay, so once these guys do it, then you guys will do it. Okay, let's just pass it around. Go. Pin screens.
Go, go, go.
Okay, now they're going to get it. And now we're going to the other side. These two are going to do it on the other side. Okay? Okay? And if you have 6, 8 guys in, keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. If you have 6 or 8 guys or 10 guys on your team, a little depth, you can have screeners here and you can have just passers. And you can facilitate the rotation however you want. Again, Peyton comes tight. Bottom guy on the passing guys is hitting the layup line, and the top guy is going to hit the screener.
Go, go, go. Shape, shape.
All right, they're just hitting pin screens and curls. He's curling to the basket off the screen. Okay, now they switched it up. Good job. So we'll talk that action. Okay, Peyton refused the screen. He refused the screen to get the curl. Instead, he pop, 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 and as soon as Peyton did that, then Blair slips. So in the drill, you always have somebody going shooting a layup, and you always have somebody catching and shooting a jump shot, okay? So they are playing off of one another. They read each other, and they know those two spots have to be occupied, okay? Go ahead, let's just do the refusal, pop and slip, okay? So now the screener doesn't pop, he slips. Slip, slip, slip. Now, if you're the slip guy, you got to get to the ball side of the rim, okay? We're not shooting layups on the back side of where the pass comes from. You got to be here, and you can use the rim to protect you from a defender trying to block a shot, okay? So we got to remember those little things. Go ahead, keep going. Couple more. There you go. Catch it, catch it. Here you go. There you go. One more, one more, one more. Speed it up. There you go. One more, one more. Here we go. Wrap it out a little bit here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's have a clean one. Let's have a clean one. Good. Off of 2 feet finish. All right, good. Now the next one in the series is simply a flare. Let's flare, slip, and then Brady comes off and gets the jumper, okay? So this is a flare screen. So when we get this flare screen, we're trying to get the defense not looking from the back side, and you turn and you run. You don't shuffle or float. You turn your feet and run, and then you're going to get that shot, heel toe, knock it down, okay? Here we go. Flare screen. Good. Again, you're getting that flare, slip. Okay, let's talk about this flare action though. Go ahead. Flare. Go, Brady. You got to hold that for a minute and then change your speed and get there. Your first 2 steps coming out of that's pretty crucial. Don't just jog through it. Get there and change your speed. Go ahead. Good. That's better, Samuel. There we go. Good hit, Brady. Next group. Keep going. Good. So now it's a shooting drill, and we're getting the screen action. You're teaching each other the language. You're teaching each other what actions we want to get. Okay? Okay, now the other one would be a what? Flare pop. So now Peyton's going to hit the flare, and he's going to pop. Okay? And then we get that Blair coming on this backside, getting a flare screen, and then he can dive too if he gets overplayed, okay? So it can be a flare dive. Okay, so now you're getting, it almost becomes a back screen on that flare receive. There you go. Finish at the rim now. We're like missing the layups in this drill, huh? There we go. Good. So flare and pop. The guy receiving gets the dive, he gets the layup. Now, we would utilize this stuff. You know what? Let's go 2-on-2. Let's go 2-on-2. Just put the balls over there where the passers would be. Let's go 2-on-2 defenders so we can talk through when to utilize each of the actions, okay? So let's get an offense and a defense, offense and a defense, okay? So if we're talking about pin screens right now, okay, Blair's job right now is to read what, fellas? He's reading the guy guarding him, okay? Because if Brady goes under this screen, if Brady comes underneath this screen, Blair's read is to pop, okay? If Brady comes over this screen, okay, now Blair is going to curl because he's trailing him all the way through. So the guy receiving the screen, you have to read your defender, okay? You know you're getting the screen. You know it's a pin screen. It's my job to read what action I can get, okay? The biggest thing we're trying to create then is for Sam and Brady to have to switch or communicate how they're guarding. And a lot of times, one or two of those in a possession will create confusion and we'll get what we want. Okay, so we're just going 2-on-2 screening right now. Okay, you're calling for it. So now, let's walk through this so there's no confusion. Screen, screen, screen. He's going through and he's popping. Okay, that means Peyton's got to do what? He's got to slip because there's one guy going out and one guy going to the rim in this drill, always. Okay, that keeps our spacing spread out. So as soon as Blair recognizes what action he wants to take, he's got to call it out so his teammate knows. Okay, so let's just see what this happens here. If we can get somebody with a shot. Let me get a pass. Go ahead, go ahead. Boom, curl, and we get the layup. Okay, so now this is going to happen, especially with your guys all the time, is Peyton went to the rim also, because that's the first time we've done that since last March. Is that going to happen? Absolutely. But what Peyton did to recover, which is absolutely correct, is he read it, and now he's getting back to space. Okay? And that's the biggest thing, is you got to read your teammates, read your defenders, and then always get back to your spacing. Okay? So let's do it again. Let's do it again. A couple more reps here. Pin screens down, making the read. Boom, there's our slip, and we get the layup. Okay? And a lot of times this skip pass is open, and then we get that slip pass on that skip pass. Okay? All right, let's go flares. Let's go flares. You guys want to change it up? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Boom, flare, 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 flare. Now we got a wide open catch and shoot. Or a lot of times, what's going to happen then, go ahead, let's talk through the flare action. Okay, so again, they got to talk. Are they going to switch it? Are they both going to go? What kind of action are we looking for? Okay, if Sam's on the outside, then Blair's going to have that nice easy dive for a layup. Okay, if they get through it, a lot of times the pop guy is going to be open. Okay, let's do this a couple more times. Nope, nope, now he's coming back up. Okay, and we didn't get much. Now we come back right here and then we redo it. We redo it. We just keep going. A lot of times that screen wasn't there. Much better, right? Much better. Changing speed, changing directions, maybe a cleaner screen, maybe less floating, and you can talk through all those talking points when you're doing the drill. If there isn't something that's getting a wide open look in that drill, they should redo it. They just keep going until something happens. All right, let's go 2-on-2 screening. You can set a down screen, a pin screen, or you can set the flare screen. You guys defend it. You get a stop, you go to offense. All right, here we go. Now the defense better start communicating. Defense better start communicating. 1-0. 1-0. Here we go. Down screen. Here we go. Rescreen, pass, pass, pass. Get back to your space. Get back to your space. We're just going 2-on-2. We're just going 2-on-2. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, boom, good. All right, get a stop. 1-0. So they're rescreening. If I'm not comfortable making a pass to one of those guys, they have to rescreen until they get something clean. 1-0, here we go. Boom, hit it. Hand down, there you go, nice. Okay, so Brady's more of a post player, so he sets that screen on a pop and dives and gets to a post feed. That's exactly the right read. Gentlemen, good job. All right, 1-0, we're still at 1-0. Okay, so now you're recognizing what the tendencies of the defense were. We're worried about screen, screen, screen. Well, the defense has taken 2 or 3 steps off, and now it's just an easy read. You're always reading the defender. And you did a nice job there. 2-0, 2-0. Nothing there. Hand down, man down. Okay, shoot it. 2-0, here we go. Got to get one, Sam. Yeah, good, nice. Backside, there you go, 2-1. Here we go, nice job, nice screen. Good solid contact on the screen. Yeah, boom, 2-0, 2-0. Foul, no foul. Got him, yeah. All right, 2-1 here, 2-1. Just 2-on-2 screening. Yeah, put your hands up, yeah, boom, 3. Okay, so that would be the drill, okay? So that's offensive screening, and we could go through a bunch of stuff with the defense. We'll do that for a different day. But 2-on-2 screening, I literally would start with get the defense off, getting these guys going on just reading, curl, curl, curl. As soon as I hear that, I'm shaping up, and I'm getting the footwork in the shot. Okay, let's go through those one more time. No defense. We don't even need a ball. Okay, pin screen, pin screen. Go. Curl, 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 shape, shape, shape. Okay, the other one on a pin screen, what's the other read? Yep. Okay, so those are essentially your team's reads when they're getting screened. And you can script that in your practice. Hey, we're just working on pin screen and curl cuts today. That might be all you have time for in your practice for screening. You're just working on those 2 actions. That's it. Day 2, you're going to go pin screen and pop and a slip. Okay? There's day 2. Okay? Day 3, you're going into the flare screens. Flare, 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 slip, and passing over for a jump shot. And then we have flare screen and what? Pop. Right? Boom, just like that. So you literally have 4 different reads, and you can get a ton of reps with no defense, getting some shots up with the passing lines, and then when you feel comfortable, add the defense, and you're just playing 2-on-2 live, but they have to do one of those 4 actions. Okay, that's our screening, installing, and we can add the back screen. Okay, so if we have a post player here, maybe, we're looking for a back screen here. Sometimes we do those. Okay, the flex screen is on the baseline. Okay, the ball screens we utilize very rarely. That's a new thing in college and the NBA. It really stops the flow of the game, so we don't do a ton of ball screens. We like more ball movement than people creating off the dribble. So we base a lot of our motion offense, guys, on pin screens down and flare screens. And once we get that rolling, the cutting and the action off of that does wonders for us. All right, anything else we're missing, gentlemen? No, sir. All right, that's good. That's all we got for today. Thanks for your attention.